So the long-awaited June Nintendo Direct finally wrapped up this morning, and we got a good look at everything coming to the Nintendo Switch for the second half of 2024, as Nintendo promised. And just like what else they promised, there was no look at the Switch successor, or Switch 2. So there's a few interesting highlights from the show, some things I didn't really care about. So we're going to get into most of that right here in today's video. So if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing, leave a like on this video, and of course, leave a comment. But let's get right into this Nintendo Direct. So starting off, we had Mario and Luigi, the Brothership, which is going to be an RPG, as you can see here on the screen, with that time-based, action, along with platforming. And this is a new entry, the first one in almost 10 years, a whole decade. We haven't had a Mario and Luigi RPG. So Nintendo saw the success of Super Mario RPG coming back, and they decided to, well, they probably decided before that game came out, but they saw their success, probably figured they could get that same success putting out another RPG classic. We've had these games on the GBA, the Nintendo DS, and things like that, so it's only right that it ends up on the Switch. So it looked really cool with the mechanics. There's a lot of time-based attacks, of course, time-based dodging, a lot of partner attacks between Mario and Luigi, and it looks really good to me for sure. Now, just a quick synopsis of the game that we see here is all aboard for an island hopping RPG adventure starring Mario and Luigi. The brothers are back for a brand new entry in the Mario and Luigi series, where they set sail on Ship-Shape Island to navigate the vast world of Concordia. Play as the mustachioed pair and explore islands that range from tropical rainforests to bustling cities. Along the way, meet new friends to help you on your journey and encounter familiar faces from the Mushroom Kingdom like Peach and Bowser. So this game will be dropping on November 7th, and a lot of people are looking forward to it, me being one of them. So I can't wait to play this game. Now, next up, we did get a look at the NES World Championship game, which was already previously announced, and there were pre-orders that went up. This game takes the classic NES Championship games from back in the day and kind of puts it all in one package for people to play through. You can play online, kind of compare your stats to other people and things like that. So again, a game that has already been mentioned before and already announced. So a few people are interested in it. I'm not one of them, but if you are, you could check it out on July 18th. Next up, we had Fairy Tail 2, which was something I didn't expect. Now, I used to watch the anime of Fairy Tail, but haven't really kept up with it. It's kind of turned into just a bunch of fan service, and like the power scaling doesn't really make sense. But either way, a lot of people are kind of probably interested in this game coming from Koei Tecmo. It does seem like a traditional turn-based RPG with some overworld traversal elements and things like that. Coming from Koei Tecmo, so it's going to be coming this winter. There was no actual release date, but fans of Fairy Tail can look forward to playing it on the Nintendo Switch. Then it got to the part of the show which I didn't really care about. We got some farming sims, Fantasia or something like that. We got this Wii Sports DLC that's coming later. Again, the way this show kind of went was you would have like a banger, and then you'd have a few filler in between, and then you have another banger, and then some more filler in between, and then you end off with another banger. So I kind of prefer that than them just smush everything in the middle and you have to wait from the beginning and wait till the end to all the good stuff. But again, not a game I'm really interested in. But a game I was interested in was this game called MIOMemories in Orbit. So that's what Mio stands for, MIO. And the synopsis goes as: play as Mio, a nimble android with extraordinary abilities who awakens in the vessel, a gigantic derelict spaceship teeming with lush vegetation and machines gone rogue. Explore a captivating universe full of wonders and artistic curiosities, and earn abilities to help Mio progress through this twisted and interconnected space. Face off against a diverse array of more than 30 enemy units and 15 formidable guardian bosses, while spicing up your fighting skills with modifiers that transform Mio into a formidable force tailored to your playstyle. So this game definitely interested me because it kind of gives those like Metroidvania, Hollow Knight, Inside, Limbo kind of vibes. And of course, those games are really popular right now, and this looks pretty interesting. The art style looks good, the cel shadedness, the action, the the fact that you can upgrade your abilities and things like that. So definitely looking forward to this game whenever it launches. And we got some Disney Illusion Island DLC announced, Hello Kitty game, Looney Tunes sports game. I don't know who asked for this, but there you go. We got some new Among Us content announced. This is where I was kind of excited, but also kind of not. So we did get the announcement that Donkey Kong Country Returns HD will be coming out. Now, a lot of people have been clamoring for a new either 3D or even 2.5D Donkey Kong game to come out. We've had Tropical Freeze that came out originally on the Wii U, but that was over 10 years ago. And now we got this announcement of a remake of Country Returns, which is even older, I think 14 or 15 years old. So not the announcement a lot of Donkey Kong fans are waiting for or hoping for. It's not a bad announcement by any stretch of the imagination, but again, it's something we've had already. And unfortunately, it doesn't look like we're getting a brand new Donkey Kong game anytime soon. We've had this Mario versus Donkey Kong, so I don't know. Donkey Kong fans, hold your heads, but you could play this on January 16th next year. And next up, we got an announcement that a lot of people were speculating or heard of. We haven't seen this game in a while, but we got Dragon Quest III HD 2D remake, and I'm definitely excited for this. I've been getting more into these HD 2D games. I've never played a Dragon Quest game. Of course, with Toriyama passing, a lot of people are trying to check out some of his previous work. I did buy Dragon Quest 11, which I do need to play as well because it is considered a masterpiece, but this one looks good. You're getting that HD 2D specs that we've come to know and love, with the 2D sprites, with the 3D backgrounds. Even some of the animations during battle look pretty cool. The different angles that it's giving in this game, it's definitely going to be a game that a lot of people are willing to buy, and especially buy physical, with JRPGs being so popular on the Nintendo Switch. So this will be coming out November 14th, and then a surprise for me was the music kept playing at the end of this, and then suddenly the camera starts panning over and we get an announcement of Dragon Quest 1 plus 2 HD 3D remakes coming out to complete the full trilogy, and they will be coming out at some point in 2025. So this was a very nice announcement, especially for people who have not played these games, me being one of them. The only thing I don't like is I didn't check it yet or do my research on it, but if they're doing it this way and they're saying experience the entire trilogy, my guess is that Dragon Quest 3 is kind of a prequel, and to me, I think prequels are better experience after playing the main line, just so you can understand and experience and kind of experience the prequel as knowing what happens in the future. So when you release it the way they're doing it here, it's kind of like you are playing it in order, but it's kind of like prequels are experienced as like an old sequel, if that makes sense. So but I'm excited for it either way. Next, we got to look at Funko Fusion, which my friend kind of told me about this game. I don't know if it's the same one that he was telling me about, but Funkos, as popular as they are, it was only a matter of time that a video game got made with it. So you see different universes in it. Jurassic Park or Jurassic World. I see Chucky at some point in here. You got intergalactic something, whatever. But if you're into Funkos, you could check this game out on September 13th. You also got to look at Luigi Mansion 2. Of course, I kind of predicted this already, considering the game is coming out pretty soon in the next couple months in August. So it makes sense that we would see this here. Then we got a bit of a shock drop. We got Metal Slug Tactics coming out actually today. So you can download this at the time of you watching this video or when you're checking the direct. But this game definitely looks really great. I love Metal Slug, especially Metal Slug 3. So Metal Slug Attack Reloaded coming out later today. Then we got into what you could consider the NSO segment of the direct. So we got Legend of Zelda Link to the Past and Four Swords announced with full online play. So this is great. I have it on the 3DS, but I haven't played it. So it's great to have it on the Switch, get to play it on a nice OLED screen. You got Metroid Zero Mission also announced, which is a lot of people's favorite Metroid game. So it just makes a lot of sense that this is coming to NSO with, Samus seeing a resurgence. And then we also got the announcement of, and you see that Mature 17 warning on there. You We got Turok coming out, and in addition to Turok, which was one of my predictions, we would see a rare game. So we got to see the announcement of Perfect Dark coming out for the NSO expansion pass, and this was good timing considering we just got the announcement of the new Perfect Dark coming to Xbox. So I think there was some, some type of collaboration here for this game to come out and then have the announcement when it was done. We got a surprise announcement of a Marvel vs. Capcom fighting collection. So you got Marvel vs. Capcom 2, X-Men vs. Street Fighter, Punisher, all these games coming in one package. You can play the different soundtracks of each game. And this is a good get, and it comes with full online play. So I could see a lot of people really digging this, especially in the fighting community or the old school arcade community. This game's gonna fly off the shelf. The only weird thing was there was no solid release date for this. So it said available 2024. I'm guessing maybe around Evo, maybe, or not. I don't know. I'm not sure, because I feel like they would have did a solid release date if they definitely knew when they were going to do it, but who knows. But you can look forward to it at some point in the next 6 months. Then we got the announcement of a new Mario Party game. So Super Mario Party Jamboree will be coming out on October 17th. And what's interesting about this game is you're playing through multiple game boards. Now I haven't played Mario Party in some time, so I don't know if that's actually like a new feature or not. But you'll be able to play on a bunch of different game boards, including 2 from older Mario Party games. There's over 115 new mini games, and the fact that Mario Party franchise is still going, considering how many mini games have to be put into these games, is very very impressive. So here in the Mario Party, this direct had a few games for the casual crowd, or the Mario Party slash let's get together, play Smash Bros type of crowd with this, the Wii Sports games and things like that, the Looney Tunes sports games. So for that crowd, I can see them getting really excited for this. And again, you can play it on October 17th. Now the next announcement, which I wasn't that excited for at first. When I first saw it, I was like, oh, it's the Link's Awakening like style. It's going to be a new 2D Zelda game. And then I started thinking, okay, maybe it's a Link to the Past remake, just in the Link's Awakening style that they did on the Switch 5 years ago. But then as the trailer kept going, started to see you turn into Zelda, and I said, oh, it's a literal Zelda game now. You're literally playing as Zelda, and it's looked really cool, I'm not gonna lie. So it's actually going to be called Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom. It's coming out on September 26th. So the way the game works is you'll have this ability to kind of use echoes, as they're calling it. So you copy items, you can copy enemies and things like that, and then use it as your own in the field. So it's a really cool concept. It's definitely taking that Breath of the Wild influence, or the Tears of the Kingdom influence, and bringing it into 2D Zelda. So I definitely like what I saw here. Will it be a day one cop for me? Probably not. I would like to see what the difficulty level is in this game, but again, it's not a bad game. If you're a Zelda fan, you probably should just check it out. It's something new, something different. It's cool to have a Zelda spin-off. We don't get, that many of those, so definitely looking forward to this, and you could pick it up too in September. I made a prediction that a new OLED would come out, whether it's a Lite or not, but they did have the new Zelda edition Nintendo Switch Lite to come out along with this, so that was good to see. A lot of collectors will definitely pick that up, even if they don't play it. It's just a cool item. Then after that, we got the Lego Horizon Adventure game, which we knew was coming to Switch, coming from Sony, that one of their first, I guess, ever first party games to come out on a quote unquote rival console, outside of PC. So this was cool to see for people that want to kind of dip their toes into that Horizon universe a little bit. We didn't get a solid release date, but we did see that it will be coming out this holiday, so not too much longer to wait for that one. Then we got the game that I thought already came out on the Switch, but I guess I was wrong. But we got some release information for Stray, that cat game that I think won Best Indie Game, 2 years ago. I tried this game on PS5. It was cool, but I got over it very quickly. My daughter likes games like this. Like, she's playing Big Kitty, or Big City, Little Kitty, or whatever it's called. But, it's cool, little platforming, different puzzles and stuff like that. But I kind of just fell out of it pretty quickly. So it's not for me, but if you're interested in it, here you go. We begin the Ace Attorney Investigations Collection coming out on September 6th. So pretty much this fall is laid out for what Nintendo's going to have for the Switch. You know, this is the last fall slash holiday time for the Switch, and you know, having this game, the Zelda game, the literal Zelda game, and other games like that kind of shape up well for the last hurrah, the swan song for the Nintendo Switch. Then we had the one more thing. A lot of people have been waiting. It's been over 7 years since the announcement of this game. We finally got it. Metroid Prime 4. We finally got the announcement of Metroid Prime 4. No announcement of 1+2 remakes or remasters, whatever you want to call it, but no one cares about that because we finally got the new Metroid 4, not just trailer, but gameplay as well. So looks exactly like Metroid. It looks exactly like Metroid. It plays like it. I'm not a huge Metroid Prime fan, so I couldn't tell what was new. If you could tell if anything was new from this trailer, it seemed pretty standard for Metroid Prime games. Scanning, turning into a morph ball, scrolling, sidestepping a little bit, missiles, things like that. So, if the formula, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So now the only unfortunate thing for this was that we just got a 2025 release date, and this is kind of crazy because you thought this would be the big holiday game for this year, and that doesn't appear to be so. So maybe it'll be a co-launch title with the Switch 2. We'll just have to wait and see. There you have it. That was the Nintendo Switch Direct for June. Unfortunately, we didn't get that Twilight Princess Wind Waker remake. We didn't get the Fire Emblem 4 remake. We didn't get the Metroid Prime 1 and 2 remakes or remasters. So who knows? I assume we're just not going to get those. Maybe they'll wait to do those on the Switch and the Switch 2, as that system gets, their big first party games, launch titles. They'll also have the other games to kind of throw in there, just to boost sales and make sure that the Switch doesn't get completely left behind when the Switch 2 launches. We'll just have to wait and see. But if I had to grade the Nintendo Direct, I'd give it a solid B minus. All right, I'm not gonna give it a full B. So you got the new Mario and Luigi game. No one expected that. You got the Dragon Quest 3 plus 1+2 eventually coming out. You got Metroid Prime 4 announced. And you got some other, I don't want to call them filler games, but filler games for people that like those. So I'd give it a B minus just for what it was given. I don't want to call it a C plus exactly because we knew you got to judge it for what it is, right? Like the Switch the life's almost over. So let's just judge it for what it is. I'd say with no, anticipation for what's coming out. Of course, the new Zelda game, I forgot to mention that. So yeah, interested. Give it a B minus. But y'all let me know what y'all think about the Nintendo Direct today. Let me know in the comment section below. Leave a like on this video. Subscribe if you are someone new. And I'll catch you on the next video.